One foot in chaos, the other in class. The North Star guiding through a rough cut glass.
Really hard to really jump on stuff like this cold. So you really gotta get in your own head sometimes and really like hype yourself up to really do that thing, man. I'm just trying to tell somebody, like, look, it ain't always gonna be perfect. To get it consistent ain't as easy as it sounds. So you just gotta shoot that thing when you can shoot that thing, man. I'm just trying to tell you, you just gotta shoot it when you can shoot it. And right now I'm shooting it because I got time to shoot it. These last couple months been too real. Too real. Like, brother's trying to build an empire. And boy, when I say you can't do this thing alone, you cannot do this thing alone. Because boy, there ain't enough time in the day for one person to do this thing. Oh my God. Boy, I need a team. So if anybody out there trying to be a part of this network, anybody trying to be a part of something great, anybody trying to build something to inspire somebody else, reach out to me, man, because your boy need a team. This thing is hard. This thing is hard. And I noticed because I had a podcast before with my cousin. Boy, to start this thing and keep this thing rocking, boy, this thing hard. But you know what? We still gonna be obedient. We still gonna show up and we still gonna do what we supposed to be doing because we on assignment. You feel me? And listen, I think today was my I think today was one of them days God was like, boy, if you don't do what I told you to do, it's gonna be some consequences and repercussions. Like I could hear it loud as day. Not like nothing like I'm getting fussed at, but like, boy, I told you to do something, and it's time for you to do it. I just got out of Jonah. Just read Jonah today. Let me go ahead and just read it today. Just read Jonah today. Oh, hold on. Real quick, because we're still building this thing and we're building it together. So right now, what I'm doing is I got the podcast playing, I got it recording. I'm trying to record a little bit on GarageBand so I can have a backup audio file just in case, because wild stuff be happening, so I can just drop this in podcast format, keep on pushing, you feel me? But real quick, like I did something I need to undo, and then we will get back on track. You feel me? All right, boom. So we can just go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and just get to what I learned today, and then we can get into the rest of the show. However, I gotta be real with y'all, like really, 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 really real. We're just gonna, yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Yep. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. Peanut butter, please. 1 2 1 2. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. All right, we in there. We're just gonna go with that. Boom. Red zone of the day on my way to home from work. The whole point of this thing was God sent Jonah on assignment to do something. He was supposed to go to this city, tell them what was about to happen. God told Jonah something. He told Jonah to go tell them. Jonah was like, whoa, I don't know about that. Like the rest of us, when we're being told to do something we don't really feel like doing or want to be bothered with, he was like, I'm gone. I'm running. I'm hiding. He got on the boat with some randoms, went out to sea. It's a big commotion in the sea. It's like a hurricane, tsunami, typhoon type junk. Condolences and prayers out to those who are currently dealing with a typhoon out in the Pacific. Prayers with you right now in your time of need. So Jonah was out here in this water with these randoms. God sends a storm. They get kicked around in the water. The dudes on this boat, they all serve different gods. They looking around like, hey, who on this boat is the reason why we going through what we going through right now? Who is it? Long story short, they eventually get to the point to where they realize, oh, it's you, Jonah. What you got going on that, we out here dealing with this water? He tells them, look, I got a message from my God. He told me to yada, yada, yada. I'm the reason. Throw me overboard. That was real because they need to immediately throw him overboard. They still try to do what they try to do, still push. But in the end, like, the God wasn't playing, so the storm was still storming. So they eventually threw him over. So, of course, like he got swallowed up by a big fish. And in there, he said a prayer. And essentially, he was conceding to God, like, okay, I know what my assignment is. I know what I'm supposed to do. Boom. Next thing you know, he gets spit out on the beach where he's supposed to be at. He get on assignment. All right, let me listen. He go to the city, tell them what they supposed to tell them. They was like, oh, snap, we believe you. Let's get right. So they get right. Oh, snap, we believe you. Let's get right. So they get right. God doesn't go through what he said he was going to do as far as destroying the city because he was like, oh, snap, look at them. They turned from what they was doing and they coming back to me. So, I'm not even going to trip. I'll save them. I'll spare them. Jonah was like, what? What? So you called me to come tell these people this bad news and now, and especially after I went into the sea, got swallowed up by this fish. I'm supposed to tell these people this bad news, and I get here and tell these people this bad news, and now you're like, oh, never mind. Are you serious? He was up. He was upset. He was upset. So God was like, all right, bet. So Jonah goes out to the outside the city. He was like, I'm still gonna wait to see what God do. God does not destroy the city. He gives Jonah a little example. So there's a little plant that grows big. It gives Jonah some cover while he's dealing with the elements. The next day, the plant dies, and Jonah no longer has cover, and he's dealing with the winds. So God asked Jonah, like, you mad about that tree? You mad about that plant? Jonah was like, yeah, I'm mad about that plant. Why did the plant deserve to die? It was, it was keeping me safe, doing what I need to do. And God was like, you mad about that plant? Imagine me. That plant had little effect, but imagine me. I created this city over here, and imagine like me just wiping the city out after they done turned their life around to give, their life to me. Like, you mad about that plant, but you want me to be mad or still wipe out my own creation over here. Like, you didn't create that plant and you mad about it. So you want me to go over here, destroy my creation just because I said I would? No, man, I'm not doing that. I created that. They just turned from their ways. That's what we doing. That's how well, at least that's what that portion of the story end. I don't know if Job continues after that because I'm reading the Bible in chronological order and it's kind of all over the place. But if that is the end, like, that's how it ended. Job was on assignment. He was supposed to do what he was supposed to do. He was running from his calling and he got swallowed up by a fish, eventually getting spit out right where he was supposed to be. So look, I say all that to say this. Welcome to Venom and Varsity Podcast, man. We back on assignment because I ain't trying to get swallowed up. I ain't trying to get thrown off on a boat. I'm not trying to get put out into no storm unnecessarily because I'm not being obedient. So if you remember, obedience was a couple episodes ago. So if you haven't seen that, make sure you run that back. But obedience is always a constant topic, man. You gotta intentionally be obedient to the word of God every day. So we started on a little bit of heavy note today, but I just say all that to say this: like, I'm living this journey in real time, like real time, and it's really, I don't want to say convenient, but I love how me going through this journey is right in line with the things I'm going through in life because it's real. It's real. I can relate. Like, this Bible characters were years and years and years and years and years ago. And still to this day, 2025, November 12th, 13th, November 14th, this November 14th, and still dealing with the same things they was dealing with back in the day: obedience, listening, repentance, giving yourself grace, giving others grace. Like it is still relevant and still real, very real to this day. Pause real quick. I'll be right back. Enjoy this quick commercial break. You feel me? Yeah, we are back. We are back. We are back. So, like I said, man, that was just a little intro, a little precursor, if you will, to this new episode of V&V, the podcast. Venom and Varsity, the podcast, y'all. Venom, that is the authentic you, the you that's working, the you that is coal, yet to turn into a diamond, the unreformed, unrefined you. The person that's still struggling with the day-to-day decisions, the person that, authentically is yourself, the person you, I don't want to say are trying to change, but the person you trying to enhance. Varsity, that's the person you're trying to become. You feel me? Everybody's trying to strive. Everybody got personal goals. Everybody got, you know, uh, even the person you're trying to present to others in public, whether that's at work, church, school, wherever you at, like there's a person that you present and there's a person in your mind that imagine yourself to be. So Venom, that's the real you are today. Varsity, that's the you of tomorrow. So listen, together is Venom and Varsity. There's two forms of you that are here right now trying to pull it together and trying to live their life according to God's plan for your life. So I don't want nobody to feel like this is a straight religious podcast because like I said, we all on our own journey. I'm not here to condemn anybody. I'm just trying to share my story for God's glory. So hopefully we can bring some more lives to Christ. So look, that's where we at. So look, August was the last episode. So today is November. That's September, October. Now we in November. Am I saying I am? I know better. I could do better. But life be life, and I'm only one person, so I'm gonna give myself some grace, and we gonna get back on this train to keep rolling. We gonna get on this train to keep rolling. Yeah. So what's been going on, AJ? It's been a while. We hadn't seen you. Did you give up? Nah, never. I still on purpose, still on assignment. I am going to challenge myself to start doing these at least bi-weekly or weekly, man, so we can get some rotation going, keep getting people involved, inspired, encouraged, and this really truly build this platform to what it should be. A consistent place where somebody can go to where they can feel related to. You know what I'm saying? This is for the people in school still. This is the people who just graduated who don't know what the heck is going on. This is people who are just starting their careers and they're like, is this the right decision? This is the people who have already implanted in their careers and who are still trying to maintain and figure out, is this the career for me? Should I keep pushing? Or those people who are fine where they are, everything's good, everything's peachy, but you still want to figure out how you can build that relationship with Christ. And this is a good place to do it, man, because listen, we doing it in real time. I'm not faking the funk. I'm not pretending to be somebody I'm not. I'm somebody real, and I'm going to present my real testimonies, my real testaments to what's going on in life, the things I've been through. And maybe you can relate and, at one point, jump on and share your story as well. Listen, we all going through the things in life. Some of us, a lot of us are going through the same things. And all it takes is for you to open your mouth, meet somebody new, and you'd be surprised. As lonely as you felt at one time, you'd be very happy you joined this community and find out you are not alone. So look, this is the place for you. This is the place for your homeboy, your homegirl, your family, your brothers, your sisters. So make sure if you're watching this, you share this with somebody because we don't want to heart or hold on to the word of God. We don't gatekeep over here at Venom and Varsity. And we just gonna keep pushing and pulling each other to make sure we reach that mark and to make sure we on align with God's plan for us. So AJ, what have you been doing, my guy? It's been an August since we seen you. Well, September was my birthday month. Shout out to the Virgos, the biggest Virgos, the realest ones in the zodiac. Um, yeah, so I was traveling for my birthday, did a lot of different things. Shout out to my lady. She spoiled me from top to bottom for a whole weekend. Like it was amazing. I had a great time. I went to Wilmington, North Carolina. If you've never visited Wilmington, that is the I would say the hometown where Michael Jordan grew up. If you didn't know that, that's a fun fact. Uh, the beaches are amazing. They're different, a little bit different from down here in South Carolina. Way different from the beaches in Texas, and definitely the beaches in Miami. And Daytona. It's like a hometown feel, especially at Wrightsville Beach, but it's I don't want to say upscale, but like it's nice. So you get the best of both worlds, like Venom and Varsity. You get a little bit of small field, but you get a little bit of upper class, not upper class, but just a little bit of different taste while you're there. So it was real good. The place we stayed in was really convenient. Like it was a nice hotel, the nice area, restaurants, mall, everything within like 5-10 minutes of each other. So when we were enjoying ourselves, like we didn't have to risk or worry about how far we had to go to get back home, how far we are from the bed to wind down at the end of the night. And it was a great time. Not gonna lie. The malls were really, really good. Found a nice little hangout spot that was really, really dope. Made me want to think about opening my own space. So more to come on that as we continue to build this business. The food was amazing. Like some of the places they had to eat were like, I don't want to say niche or uh what do they call it? I just don't want like boutique. I don't want to say that, but it was like the themes at some of these restaurants were theming. Theming. I should have wrote down the names of all the places so I can run them down to you. But sorry, next time I got you. One of the places was, I don't know, Encanto, Casa Encanto, Vibe, Vibe, like vibes, just the atmosphere, the ambiance, the greetings, the workers, the everybody, vibes, the food, 10 out of 10. Caso Encanto. Wilmington, North Carolina. Y'all are the ones, okay? We'll be back. We'll be back. There's some other places in Wilmington that were really dope. Just didn't get a chance to rock with them all. The weather kind of turned, but it was still a great time. So yeah, Wilmington, Wrightsville Beach, we'll be back. If you haven't gone, make sure you go. What else? November. Yeah, really just celebrate my birthday. Siblings came down. We to spend some time with each other then. Had some family things going on. Had to lock in on my son for that month. So there ain't no excuses over here. Excuses are the tools of the weak and incompetent, and they build monuments of nothingness. So ain't no excuses on why we haven't been dropping no episodes, but just know we back and we live. You feel me? So yeah, September I was selfish. It was really, really, really about me in September, and I really don't feel bad. I do feel yeah, no, September I don't feel bad about it. I do wish I would have dropped something around then, but as I said, we growing over here, man. It ain't about perfection, it's about progress. What else? September, yeah, so that's it for September. It kind of came and went, unfortunately, but like I said, the time I did have, shout out to my lady. You the one, you the best, baby. Thank you. October. Now October was live. Not gonna lie, I cannot cap. October was live. It was so, 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 so live. It was cracked. It was jacked. It was everything. And I had a ball. And I think everybody around me had a ball in October as well. Listen, shout out to Venom and Varsity VNV Media. VNV Media, you went crazy in October, son. VNV Media went crazy in October, son. October really showed me like this really can lead and build into something great if we just lock in and do what we're supposed to do, put ourselves out there, network, and really believe in yourself. I think it's just about building. October really was about building confidence in my abilities to, provide entertainment, show up as a real businessman, handle business, you know what I'm saying? Interact with people who I haven't interacted with before, interact with people that I have interacted before and haven't seen in a while. So October really showed me like, dude, if you really lock in, this really could be something really, really like this could be what you imagine it to be. But the thing in that is, I don't want it to be what I want it to be. I want it to be what God has for me to be. So I don't want to get lost in what I want to do. I still want to make sure I remain on task, on purpose, and just making sure God is leading me in decisions I'm making as far as expanding some of the things I'm doing, some of the people I'm working with, and it's and in the things I'm investing in. So, just trying to be intentional, man. I don't know, I might be overthinking it, but I do want to make sure it's right. So, boom, let's go through October real quick. So, the start of the month, my lady and my lady's dad and my dad actually share the same birthday, so shout out to the pops. But yeah, so started the month, I actually DJ'd my lady's father's birthday party. Crazy, son. That was actually kind of crazy. It was nerve-wracking. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to play. I didn't know who was going to be there. I knew, yeah, I did. I knew who was going to be there, and nothing could have prepared me for the fun and the love that I witnessed at this event. Like, close knit families, I commend you all, because those people who really rock with each other as far as their family, they really go above and beyond and make sure that they know that whoever they're celebrating or whoever's day it is, they know it's about them and they feel that love. So shout out to the family, dog. The family really came through, and it was really something great to witness, honestly. It really was. So boom, it was really nice theme, really nice atmosphere, really nice setting. Like, it was beautiful. The weather was great. It was outside, so it was my first outside venue, and it was really like my first, I want to say, commissioned event as far as providing DJ services. So yeah, I've been working on DJing throughout the year. It's something that was brought to me by a mentor of mine, and he helped invest into the vision that he saw in me. And like I said, right now it's just about building the confidence to see the vision that someone else saw in me, to bring it to fulfillment. You know what I mean? I never officially saw myself as a DJ. Like, when I'm at a kickback, or if my sibling will do something, I'm on the ox. I'm the ox guy. I'm gonna make sure it's lit. I'm make sure it's jacked. Make sure everybody's having a good time. But I never saw myself as being like a DJ. So for my mentor to invest in me, to see something in me, and from just to plant the seed, and to continue to water it and nurture it, and to make sure, like, I don't forget, like, look, that's something you could do, so you should really look into it. And I did. So I took this shot. I really didn't even I really wasn't even trying to be commissioned for this event. You know what I'm saying? I was still trying to walk in purpose, still working in purpose. Look, like the podcast, man, I'm just trying to, share my story for God's glory. If I could come make your event a little bit better by just playing some music for you, it's all about helping here at VNV. We just trying to help each other get to the next level, whichever way that looks like. Helping you find God, helping you to be confident, helping you to find a community, helping you to build your brand, helping you to bring your event to life, helping you to meet other people, helping you to connect the dots, helping you to find resources, helping you to be a better you. That's what this brand is about. The whole V&V Venom and Varsity brand is about helping someone along. So that's all I went into really October trying to do. So boom, like I said, first event, my lady's father, amazing event. Everybody had a great time. The vibes I went with for this party was like straight smooth jazz. Smooth jazz instrumentals, maybe some jazz covers. Um, I threw a few old school jams in there. Nothing too crazy. A little bit of Mary, a little bit of Brandy, but nothing crazy because it was um a church crowd. So just hitting with the smooth jazz, smooth vibes, and it was real nice. Like I said, the setup. we made it do what we do, baby. All you have is all you need. So look, at the end of the day, it was a great time. Everybody had a great time, and they end up tipping me, paying me for coming. So I was blown away and I was blessed. So that was event number one. Event number two was it the next day? It might have been the next day. Yeah, the party was on Saturday. Sunday, my homegirl D, she had her birthday party. Shout out to D. Her and my son actually share the same birthday. So shout out to the Libras, and the families, bro. So shout out to my girl. She's still a baby, but she grown. She on her grown woman. So D, shout out to you. Love you. Hopefully you watching. Make sure you share this with somebody you love. So boom, event number two. Like I said, we helping. We ain't here to do nothing but provide a vibe, especially this my homegirl, one of my best friends. Like, nah, we ain't even doing that. So boom, pull up with the vibes. Are still making the setup what it is. You know, feel me? Like, I just want to say when you guys book a DJ or when you ask somebody to like the DJ your function, can we please make sure like there's a designated area for the DJ as well? At least the table, because almost every function I had this past month, everybody, I love you. I love you. This is not shade, but if you've booked someone, please make sure they have somewhere to put their stuff. Or ask them, are you in need of a table? Do you have table for your equipment? Boom. Like I said, well, all I have is all I need. So all I had there at both of these events, most of these events, I had what I needed. So like it wasn't nothing to trip about. It's just like just take that in consideration. But D, the party was amazing. It was real intimate. Played the vibes. Had some games going. Real nice vibes. Real nice vibes. The decorator, there was the same decorator from the party from the day before that came that night. Uh, Hopefully I could get her on here to interview her because I'm sure she's got a story to tell, and I know she's trying to build something too. So maybe I can get her on here to kind of put her on blast and help her build her brand too. Like we can help build each other up. So yeah, so shout out to Maury. Uh, Party was amazing, and there was really nothing else like I could ask for in that moment. Like wow, I'm really doing this thing as a DJ back to back, booked and busy. You feel me? Book. Bam. So started that. What I learned from that is let's probably not do events back to back like that. Uh or if we do, let's kind of be a little more prepared for it. Cause yeah, man, your guy still deals with a little bit of social anxiety from time to time, especially when not in a room full of people I no. So yeah, so it is what it is. But like I said, we learn and we grown. We know what to do. We know what not to do. We know what to do better. So boom, that was the first week. Second week, I think I had a trail ride event to go to DJ. So shout out to my alma mater. They called me up. Org from the school called me up. They needed a DJ for a trail riding event. If you know me, then you know I'm not really a trail ride type of guy. Um, no, I scratch that. If you know me, you know I'm a real trail ride type of guy. Like I'll really get in and four wheel and mud bog. I'll jump on a horse and do what we got to do. But like just like the new way of a trail riding, that's just not me. However, I'm open. Like then again, this was a non-commissioned event. Like I'm really out here just trying to give. You know what I'm saying? Just sowing seeds, trying to network, trying to help somebody. You know what I'm saying? While also putting myself out there. So boom, did the event. It was fun. Not gonna lie, it was fun. Those folks do not stop dancing. They don't stop dancing. They keep going and keep going and keep going. And it was something to witness. I had a really good time at that event. Um, One of my speakers did die during the middle of the event, so I had to not stop the music, but had to work off of one speaker, and eventually, we got it right. I actually bought that speaker that day because I was like, I don't know, I might need two speakers, and thank God I did because boy, one speaker in there would not have done it. Boy, I promise you it wouldn't have did it. Especially the speaker I had, boy, that was not gonna get it. So shout out to the intuition. Shout out to the Holy Spirit for leading me and just talking to me, getting ready for that event. So that being said, after that event, like immediately after that, the host was like, "I'm thinking about doing this type of event later in the month. If I do it, I'll let you know." Boom. I was like, "All right, shoot, put me there. Shoot, get me right. Let me know." So that means, so that was that. So I was like, "Shoot, we booked and busy. That's three events knocked down in October already in 2 weeks." So as I was strolling on Eventbrite, looking for things to do, looking for actually opportunities to work on my skills as far as photography. So I was looking at like festivals, things coming up for the fall that where I could probably get out there and maybe work as a freelancer, just snap some shots for some people. So in that, I did find a fashion week event here in South Carolina that was looking for photographers. So um they were looking for people to join the media team, photographers, videographers, people like that. And I was like, wow. And it's free to register for. So I did that, took that opportunity and did it. And you know what I'm saying? Did a lot of research, joined the group chat of the media team leading up to the event. As the event grew near, there was some equipment I needed and the equipment was not arriving on time, dog. Like I needed it for that Saturday, and Amazon was just lagging hard. Like it's supposed to be here on Thursday, it's not gonna get here till Friday night type. And some of the equipment I needed that before the event. Needed it on Friday. It didn't get here till Saturday afternoon. The event I needed to be there early. So needless to say, I wasn't able to participate. I did communicate and let them know, like, hey, unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to be there. Something unforeseen, unforeseen things came up, and I'm just not gonna be able to make it. I did feel a type of way because it would have been a great opportunity. However, it just probably was a sign. You know what I'm saying? I did have a lot of stuff going on already. Um, so after that, like I said, the person who invited me to do the trail ride thing, they was like, "Hey, let's run it back. We trying to do this 2000s theme party for Halloween. Bad little Halloween party, sure, sure. I'm gonna have to charge you this time though, cause it's during the middle of the week and I work, and it is what it is. Now that we got some things going on, I'm building some confidence. Let's run this as a business. So let me drop a little invoice on you real quick. Did that, of course, charge them at a student rate, not taxing nobody, but at the end of the day, business is business. And we just still trying to learn how to, connect ourselves as an entrepreneur, a businessman working for himself. So it was just an opportunity to network and they still, came through. So it was love. Um yeah. So, the event was what it was. It was really, 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 really rainy that night, so the turnout wasn't amazing, but the experience and the opportunity to just like practice, show up as a professional, and still, do what I needed to do, was appreciated. So, every event isn't going to be packed out. Every event isn't going to be jacked. And it's going to be what's going to be, but at the end of the day, it's about gaining experience, gaining confidence, and just being better than you was when you showed up. So I feel like I did that. Showed up, tried some new things. I did. I don't think I left anything. I don't think I left anything or broke anything at this event. So that was amazing. That being said, like I was booked for a Halloween party. Actually booked for a party on Halloween. And this person was present at a party I did for like my very first DJing gig, like very first DJing gig, which happened to be my current lover's birthday party. So the person who booked me for this Halloween party, she was at a party I DJed before. I guess whatever. It worked out where networking. She reached out. She needed a DJ. Boom. I got to travel for this one. So okay. Boom. We run it as a business. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, let's just see what we could do. sent out a quote. They tapped in with me. They were all good, sent what they needed to send, and it was amazing. Process was smooth. So as far as like running it, doing what I need to do, I think it was a 10 out of 10. Like just being able to communicate, provide invoices, provide quotes, just show up as a professional. I think that was a 10 out of 10 experience for me to see and do and to realize and build confidence. Like, okay, bro, you really, really, really might be able to do this for real, for real. So that was a blessing. So we finally get to the event, the day of the event. Let's make a weekend out of it. Let's make a weekend out of it. We're going up on Friday. Halloween was on a Friday. Let's go up on Friday. We'll stay tonight, Saturday, have a good time, and come on back home. So we pulled up to the party, got all my equipment. So boom, get there. I actually realized before the party that I don't have all the cords I need because I was DJing at an event at work. Again, we don't do excuses. Brother should have checked everything, but I have some of my equipment at work and it just was what it was. So at this party, I had the DJ off of one speaker, and thank God I bought this new speaker for the trail rider event that I wasn't sure that I needed, but that speaker really, really, really hit. Shout out to Walmart. Again, like I said before, I will be a sponsor for On, this electronics brand at Walmart. You guys are clutch. You feel me? Like the stuff they have is quality, bro. So don't sleep on Walmart. Whatever you need for your setup, this is just a side note. We can just run it real quick. But look, this monitor, Walmart. Uh, this streaming deck, Walmart. Uh, Microphone, Walmart. What else? Headphones, Walmart. What else? A lot of my cords, a lot of my extra stuff, Walmart. So shout out to the On brand at Walmart. Like I said, that speaker I use, amazing. You feel me? It has an outside mode, inside mode, bass booster. Amazing. So I just ran off of one speaker the whole night. I had one speaker dedicated to music, one speaker dedicated to microphone, talking, emceeing, announcements, things like that. So it was a vibe, bro. Shaking the whole venue. So it was vibe. People came through. At one point, it was really, really packed in there. They was on 10. And you feel me? So y'all turn. We gonna keep this thing rocking. So literally had that mug jumping. You feel me? Jumping. I had a ball. I had a ball. I had a ball. Let's just say that. So next event, I know not to have as much fun because we still locked in. I didn't embarrass myself. I didn't do nothing too crazy, but at the same time, like we locked in. Because at a certain point, I looked up and this party is actually insane. Like there's things going on all over the place. It's really, really wild at this point. This was really a low key type joint. It maybe was like let's say 30 or 40 people in there at one point. It was insane. Like we were in the club on Saturday night. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Like, when you in the club and it's like at peak, like the bangers is hitting back to back. You done been to the bar a couple of times and you kind of, you feeling it. And music, like, it just seemed like everything is hitting. Everything was everything was hitting and it was getting out of control. It was literally getting out of control. I felt like at a certain point, I felt like I was starting to be responsible for drinks being wasted, food all over the floor, people coming out of their clothes, everywhere. It's everywhere in the air. It is everywhere in the air. It's over here in the air. It's over there in the air. It's over there in the air. It's outside in the air. It's out of control, and it just gets to a point. People are like, on my at this point. Quick segue. Remember, I said how people they really don't take in consideration what the DJ needs when they book the DJ because maybe they just assume every DJ has everything, but that is not the case always. And before this party, I just assumed, like, you know what? I've done enough events this month to understand, like, everybody's just not forward thinking. You know what I'm saying? Or just like, they're just not, they just don't know what everybody needs. So yeah, I invested in my own DJ booth, a portable DJ booth, so I can set all my stuff on. I can hide all my equipment behind it. It's not looking everywhere. It's not looking a mess. Invested in a DJ booth. So boom, had that. Little did I know this party was gonna be so jacked that people were really, like, literally, like we're in the club. They're hang they're on my DJ booth, hold on to my DJ booth, throwing it in the air. And I'm like, oh my God, this is portable. It's not bolted into the floor. If you keep going, all this stuff is gonna fall. So like they're going crazy. I'm holding on to the booth like, and they're going crazy, crazy. It's lit. I'm doing my part to make sure everybody's having a great time. However, it's getting out of control. It's getting out of control. I played shot calling 6 times by request. It kept coming like I'm play shot calling, play shot calling. I played that already. Play shot calling. I already played that. Play shot calling. You know what? Shot calling. It's going crazy. At this point, it's nuts. Everybody's going crazy. What happens? Boom! My speaker gets knocked over. Boom! Hits the floor in the middle of the turn up. Lights off. Boom! Oh! And it would be the speaker that the music is coming out of. Oh my God. Oh my God. So I bend down to pick it up, make sure everything is good. The cord that goes into the speaker is now broken. I can no longer play music from my DJ controller to the speaker anymore. What are we going to do now? Gratefully enough, though, I was booked from 9 to 12, and at this point, it was like 1:30. It might have been 12:45, 1 o'clock. I know it was after 1. So, boom, it falls over. The NC at the time, the self-designated NC at the time is like, DJ, what's going on? Turn me up. Turn me up. I'm like, you know what? This may have been not have been a good business move, but at the end of the day, like, my stuff is broken at this point. So look, I got paid to cut. I got paid at 12 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock, 1:30. I got paid at 12 o'clock, and my stuff is broke. So what I do is I hook my iPad up. Thank God, before the party started, I went ahead and connected my iPad via Bluetooth, just in case, whatever. Play music off my iPad is noticeably not as loud as my controller. Of course, it's an iPad, it's a Bluetooth speaker. It is what it is. So we just playing whatever. They still trying to request things. It is what it is. At this point, they requesting Selena. They requesting all kind of random stuff. Like, they are just, everybody's gone at this point. They're gone. Nobody's mind is inside of this building right now. So boom, at that point, I'm like, you know what? All right, cut the lights on. Make that announcement. The party is winding down. Thank everybody for coming. We're still gonna play music though, but it's time to clean up. So it's cleanup time. We eventually make it out of there, no problems or whatever. Got paid, and it was great. So many mistakes. So many mistakes throughout this. But again, October was so lit, dog. It was so lit. Like, as an entrepreneur, as a businessman, as somebody just trying to find their way, literally building this from scratch. Literally doing this on my own. literally doing this with just my support team just pushing me and encouraging me. But as far as like the rubber to the road, bro, like I'm investing in me. Other than the initial investment, it's just me, dog. It's just me. Like, so like just thinking back at how many events we had in October and how we showed up, and even when the ones we didn't show up to, just learning lessons every single week was something that I will value, something that I will hold on to, and something that I will treasure for the rest of my life. Because even if it was just for that month, which I highly doubt, we're not gonna speak that, but even if it was just for that month, your boy went crazy October 2025. V and V Media showed up, showed out, did what they were supposed to do, left an impression, and everybody had a great time. So wherever V and V is, you're gonna have a ball because listen, we're gonna show up, we're gonna do what we're supposed to do, and at the end of the day, you're gonna have a ball. Paid, not paid, expected, unexpected, free. We gonna have a ball. So yeah, man, those are the business tips that I've learned. It was it. Like I said, I just want to share this journey with somebody so they understand one, you are not alone. Two, if I can do it, you can do it. Three, I'm not gatekeeping. I'm telling y'all exactly what's going on, how to do what I do, what I did, the mistakes I make. So if you are inspired to do something similar, different, the same, you got to play right here. You got to play right here. So just understand, like, look, this community is for everybody, bro. This literally is for everybody just trying to find their way to still be themselves and still make sure they living in their purpose. Make sure they're still following God and making sure they still putting Him first in everything they do. So outside of business, bro, October was still a vibe because my son's birthday, like I said earlier, is in October. So for that, we did a little blended family trip to Scarewinds, bro, and that in itself was a ball. If you've never been to Scarewinds at Carowinds in North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina, I highly, highly, highly encourage it because it was a ball. Uh, get there early, get the Scare Pass tickets. Understand that when you buy the ticket to go to the haunted houses, you still have to go in and get a wristband. Just because you have the ticket, you still got to get another line. Just because you got in, you still got to get in another line to get your wristband so that you can go into the haunted houses. Nobody's going to tell you this. So your big brother's going to tell you. Because you buy Scare and Win tickets, you still have to go in the park, get in a line so you can get a wristband so that you can go into these attractions. Just FYI, you got to get in line with people who don't have wristbands and who did not buy the Scare Wins tickets. So just just word to the wise. But however, it was a great weekend. There was a lot of things just trying to take me out of my green element and turn me red that weekend, but we didn't allow the devil to win. We had a great time as a blended unit. We had a great time as a blended unit, and uh hopefully that memory sticks in everyone's head as much as it will stick in mine because I'll never take for granted the openness that my blended family had to share me with someone else. You know what I mean? Like my son is my only son. I'm not married, so like he's only had me to himself. You know what I'm saying? Like of course I've been in relationships, but I belong to him. You know what I'm saying? Like who else? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no one else I'm living for other than my son. And now I have a love interest that he has to share. He just got to get used to it. He got to share me with her. It is what it is. As a parent, I'm going to love him as a parent. But as a significant other, that's something I need. That's some, you know what I mean? Pops got to take care of Pops. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take care of you. She gonna help take care of me. So I just thought it was great and selfless of both of them to share me with each other and to also share time with each other too. So it just confirmed a lot of things for me moving forward in life, and in relationship and with building a future for my family. So shout out to October, like I said. Scary Ones was a blast. The family had a blast. We were in Rock Hill, stayed in Rock Hill, and um Rock Hill's a little different than what I thought it was, but that's I guess that might be another story for another day. But so yeah, that's October, and now we are in November. Like I said, sorry y'all, my laptop is dying. I don't have a great laptop charger from Walmart, but I'm planning to invest in one because it just is what it is. But again, all we have is all we need, so we're gonna rock with what we have. So now, like I said, we in November, and the I don't want to say the focus, but November has really, really, really has been, I want to say, geared, or looks like it's the main theme is going to be career. Not like that's all I'm focused on, but like things are moving and shaking and just happening as far as career wise, and it's just forced me to lock in a little bit more. Um, just to make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, to make sure I'm meeting professional goals as well. Like we got personal goals, faith goals, um, personal goals, spiritual goals, financial goals, but professional goals for sure. Like brother got dreams, and at the end of the day, these goals professionally are going to help propel what I'm trying to do personally, forward as we continue to invest, continue to build a team, and continue to look for opportunities to be better and build a platform. So, career is going crazy in November. It's been a crazy focus. Things are still playing, unwinding, unfolding, however you want to call it, that are beyond my understanding right now. So that's how I know, or I think it's confirmation for me that the things that are happening are of God, because there's no, it don't make sense to me. And if you are locked in, or if you're trying to get locked in, just understand that you'll never understand or be able to comprehend the way that God thinks, because like in the Bible it says, our ways are not his ways, our thoughts are not his thoughts. So if it seems like it don't make sense, if it seems like it's wacky, if it seems like it's just not making sense, just take a step back and just okay, let me just pull my hands off of it, put it in the hands of the one that's in control, and let's just let him, let him have his way. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at. Have your way, God. I don't know what's happening. I don't know where to go, what to do, where to look. You just do you, and I'm just gonna at this point stand still and let you move. You know what I'm saying? Like not hesitantly, not confusing, but that's just where I'm at in life. This don't make sense to me, so let me be still. I don't know what's happening, but I'm not moving till God say something, till there's something that makes sense, or you know what I'm saying, till I get some type of instruction. So that's just how I feel about the career thing going on right now. So just keep me in your prayers, just keep me in your thoughts. Just we working, we moving, we got a lot of things going on at one time, but I did want to jump on here and make sure I show some love because it's been a while, and I do want to make sure I'm still walking and working in purpose, because like we're not stopping this thing. We started this thing. This podcast has been called a couple different shows. We're gonna keep it where it's at, and we're gonna keep on pushing. Yeah, for real. That's real spill. But nah, just there's something I did want to just put out there months ago, And I still just want to share that story. Like, just don't get weary in doing what you're doing. Like, if you know you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you know, like you're showing up, you're handling your business, and things just don't seem like they're going like they should. Just don't get weary. Don't get weary. Just keep doing what you're supposed to do, because doing the opposite is not the answer. But just keep doing what you're supposed to do, because please believe you will reap what you sow. And if you sow good seed, you give it a little bit of time, allow God to do his thing, allow the process to be the process, you will reap a good harvest. So make sure you just keep doing what you're supposed to do. Keep showing up, keep walking in faith, keep being who you are, keep doing what you're supposed to do, and just understand God got you, man. God got you. Like I said, if you don't understand what's happening, if you're doing what you're supposed to do and you don't understand, it might be God's hand on it, and it's not for you to understand right now in this moment. So understand that. Try to keep that the main thing, and just know, like, one, you're not alone. Two, this happening for a reason. Three, don't stop what you're doing. As long as you're doing the right thing, don't stop. Keep that momentum, keep the faith, keep showing up and do what you do. And please understand, like, you will be blessed in the long run. Everything in on time. God's timetable is different from our timetable, and we know this. So please just understand, like, feel how you feel. Please acknowledge and understand those feelings, but then also take a step back and understand, like, my feelings aren't everything. My feelings may or may not be true to the situation, and understand, like, there's a bigger play here than what I just see, what I feel, what I'm experiencing, and understand, like, God got me at the end of the day. There's nothing touching you. God got you at the end of the day. If you have been in your journey with me as far as reading the Bible on this faith journey, you understand, like, them folks every 5, 10, 15 years, every king was doing some wild things, and God still only wants you to just have relationship with him. So don't feel no type of way. Just understand that God has the final say. Understand that he wants a relationship with you, and you maintain that relationship with you, and he got you. He got you. Good, bad, ugly, beautiful, indifferent. God got you. Just understand that you don't have to be perfect. There is a process, and there is progress through the process. So just understand that and realize that, and just keep pushing towards the mark. God got you, and your big brother AJ got you too. At the end of the day, man, there's a lot more that I could get into, but I think that was, I think that's what this episode was for, just to kind of get y'all up to speed of what I got going on, have you understand where I'm at in my current faith journey, and have you understand, like, the word that's been on my heart for the past couple of months. Understand you are enough. Understand that God got you, and please don't give up in doing good. Understand? Look, I am your boy AJ Three Ways. It's been a while, but it won't be like that no more. This is Venom and Varsity, the podcast. If you aren't, please follow us on Instagram at Venom and Varsity Media. Please follow us on TikTok at Venom and Varsity Media. Please follow your boy AJ, the hostess that does the mostest, AJ Three Ways, on Instagram and on TikTok. The boy is trying to do a 75 medium challenge, but I said it's all about progress, not perfection. I've dropped a lot of weight, and I'm happy about that. So that's gonna be my testimony, man. I'm back down to almost the weight I was in college, in undergrad. So I'm feeling healthy. I'm feeling good. We're gonna get back in the gym and build muscle. I'm not trying to be huge. I'm not trying to be huge. I want to be at a great lightweight, but I want to be cut. I ain't trying to be big cock diesel. It is what it is. We've been in the we growing a builder over here, man. So it's been a while. Like, look, just be you at the end of the day, man. This your boy AJ Three Ways. This is Venom and Varsity, the podcast, and we gonna catch in. We gonna tap in with you on the next episode. I appreciate you for tapping in. Be blessed, stay safe, and love yours. We gonna catch you next time. Aight.